Good morning, everyone. Good to see you all. I'm sorry to kind of jump the schedule around a little bit today, but I thought, well, people are probably going to want to see or listen to, depending on your circumstance today, the ceremonies that are going on. So I bumped it up to 10 o'clock instead of 10:30 Eastern Time. Hi, I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga. Here's a little bit of green tea for the morning. And this is our home yoga practice live for our January 2021. Come on in. I will thoroughly understand if some folks are, not with it yet this morning, and that's perfectly fine because I just kind of pulled the rug out from under folks, and I apologize for that, and I also hope that there's a bit of forgiveness on your part as I kind of feel my way into 2021 and what's a schedule that I can sustain, as well as continue to be able to serve community and help you all find your practices that keep you in balance so that you can serve your community as well, and working on some other projects. So without further delay, let's arrive on our mat. Come on in, feel free to say hello, type in a chat, whether you're here on YouTube or on Facebook. I want to work on bringing in this concept within our practice at home of our connection to others. And I know that oftentimes with this COVID pandemic, we're almost a year into this, that it can feel as though we can't connect in the way that we're used to. We might even consider practicing at home as almost like a punishment, as a second choice, and that it isn't optimal. I hope that we are all starting to develop that this is the home base, and that being able to go and connect outwardly, how we share that and what we share, we're developing that mindfulness here. And what better day than our Inauguration Day for us to maybe keep in mind our greater connection to one another, our greater connection in our behaviors and our actions and our words. So what is it that we wish to send out? Not just what we want to develop for ourselves on our mat. And certainly we need to feel good in our bodies and feel healthy and mobile and flexible, literally. But maybe we can then carry that in how we help one another, in how we listen to one another, in how we forgive one another. And maybe that can become a part of our collective duty. So as we have a new commander taking an oath today, what is the oath that we're taking to ourselves, for ourselves as a whole? So let's start our practice today lying down on our backs. And everything that I share today can either be done, sitting and following in the video, or grab little bits of it and say, I can do that today. Or I could put this and that together later today when I have 10 minutes. I'm trying to offer ways that you can approach rolling out your mat at home so that you're genuinely making it a practice that you want to do, that you can do, and that you're growing in. Alrighty, I'm going to start lying down. Maybe let your eyes remain open. Feeling our physical body weight and letting it go. Notice if you have muscles in your body that are trying to tense and hold the body on the mat. And can you tell the body it can let go? It doesn't need to hold you anymore. And as we breathe, maybe visualize that we're all breathing the same air at the same time. Collectively breathing with the planet. Collectively breathing with our neighbors. We all need the breath of life. Collectively breathing with those who need help breathing. Collectively breathing some calm into those who may be agitated. And include yourself if needed. Collectively breathing with those who are sad or frightened. Soften your chest and invite that intention with every breath. Feel the parts of you that can sympathize and empathize. Collectively breathing with Mother Nature on this earth. Collectively breathing. Whatever is your intention for greater mankind. Feel yourself as a part of that whole. And feel the power of the whole within you. And if you wish, we can reach the arms overhead, feeling the aspect of reaching within ourselves, reaching upward and drawing within us whatever it is we're reaching toward. Breathe it in the rib cage. Breathe it in your skin. Let your eyes remain open and breathe it in your vision. And we can walk the legs as far over to the right as your body will allow. Try not to force anything. Accept what is in this moment. Don't try to reach for what you want to grow toward before you're ready. And maybe walk the upper body over to the right, curving the body. Yet again, bringing in that respect for what is right now. And breathe. Breathe our collective ability to bend together, and maybe we all can't. So back off, embodying our collective ability. Breathing in that compassion and forgiveness, and understanding that we're all in a different space. We're all in a different willingness and a different ability. Feel that limitation in your own flesh. Feel your own limitation and invite that forgiveness. And to expand within whatever your body will give you. And let's gradually come to center. Breathe in and stretch. Maybe point the toes, wiggling them, inviting some playfulness. And exhale, we'll draw the knees into the chest, forehead up, don't force. And breathe in and lengthen. Soften the body. And truly, honestly, move when it feels right for you. Try not to think it. Just feel it. Don't get caught up in the brain of when do I know when it's right, or does that feel like a woo-woo statement that you just don't get? Let go of thinking. And whenever your body moves, go for it. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're not here to perfect. We're here to feel and connect. Maybe working the upper body. Maybe making a sound. Find something to enjoy about your environment right now. Maybe how quiet it is. Maybe some items in the space you're practicing in that make you feel comfortable. literally at home in the skin you're in. And let's gradually bring ourselves back to center. Maybe stretching, wiggling the fingers and wrists. You can turn your head left and right. Just checking in, all systems go, maybe not go. And please respect and back off of any area in the body that may be injured, aching, or just not ready to go, like super paced today. And let's drag that right foot, okay? So just slide that right foot in, and then slide that left foot in, and let both knees just drape and flop left and right. Feel your spinal column, your organs, your waist, your skin, your fleshy bits. Try not to control. Keep breathing with yourself for others, letting the breath of others sustain you. And let go. This is enough. Concept of enough. Breathing in, breathing out. And then come to center. Let's lift the right leg up. And then hug it in using your arms and your hands. Feel your belly expanding against that thigh, a little massage on your organs. And we'll let the right knee fall open. How open do the hips want to be this morning? And then we'll bring that back up and place the foot down. And let's straighten the left leg. Don't worry, get out of your head. If you're like, oh, should it be straight? Should it not? Just feel your body being able to lift that leg on its own. Feel the amount of energy and working. And we'll bend that knee, a little hug. Maybe just look at how you have pulled that knee in. Does it represent a hug, a loving hug, or are you really tense and yanking on your body? How are you treating yourselves? What is your intention? And we'll allow that left hip. Don't force. Feel what that hip has to say. I was doing a little bit of hip work before we got together and felt this little need for a click, like there's something in my joint that's a little stiff this morning. And so I'm trying to be gentle with it and noticing my mind going, I just want it to click. And I'm saying, okay, right, mind, you're not in charge. We're here to feel. And bring this knee back in. And let's bring both knees in, bringing the forehead up. Maybe there's contact, maybe there's not. Check in. Are you trying to force your body? And bring the chest down. Straighten both legs this time. Can we soften the shoulders? Soften your knees. Now point and flex. Waking up the feet and the toes. Literally kicking our feet up. Spine is on the floor. Kindness in our breath. How do we express that when we breathe? You feel that out for yourselves. Ankle rotations. How smooth and kind. Wishing us all ease in our journey and our footsteps toward our life's purpose, changing direction. I'm going to bring my hands behind my thighs and just pull the knees and the thighs toward me and relax, toward me and relax. Maybe the low back starts to peel up just a little bit. Relaxing the tummy, letting the thighs kind of pulse into the belly. Bending the knees arms open wide, letting the knees fall over to the left. Ooh, what's tense in the upper body? Feel the coil in the spine. We're just checking in, developing our ability to just wish well of ourselves, wishing well of others, even when it's hard, even when it's getting a little twisted. And let's bring ourselves up and over. Oh. What is the state of our breath? Are we still able to breathe for ourselves with an intention that others can have a calm, full, grounding breath? And bringing ourselves up, I'll bring the hands behind the knees and start to rock up and back, playful, going with the flow, rocking and rolling within ourselves, rocking and rolling with each other. Wishing for no collision. And if we did collide, let it be soft. And then we'll come up to sitting. Now your feet could be wide here, or your legs could be together. What's the balance of the amount of energy that you can exert, and what's too much? You could hold the knees, chest up. Feet, can you feel the effort that you're putting into staying grounded? And then feel how much energy and work does it take to intend your heart to continue to remain open, no matter how much work we have to do. Can we remain grounded and feel that energy, feel the work that it takes to keep our heart open, and feel the work that it takes to still intend a calm breath. Good. I'm going to bring my left hand to my right knee, the right hand behind me. Breathe in and twist. Ooh, what wants to move when I'm in a space of strength? Can I still remain flexible? Breathing in, breathing out, and having compassion, understanding, and love for whatever amount of twist I can give. And release. Let's not covet and be jealous of the ways others can twist and go with the flow. Be okay with your amount, because you're still contributing. Left hand down behind us, right hand, left knee, sitting up, breathing in, feet, stay on the ground. Exhale, revolve. Heart is still open and available for you. Relax your shoulders and your neck. Breathe it. Make it available for others. And back to center. Good. We'll bring our feet down, and maybe twisting in a boat is something that felt new. Maybe you didn't feel like you moved much. Maybe that's something you want to add in to explore. What does it mean to stay flexible while I'm rooted and grounded and strong? Can I, or do I often feel like it has to sacrifice one for the other? You can hold your ankles or shins, maybe interlace. Some of us, knees don't really want to come out that wide. You could put some blankets under here for a little support. Chest is lifting. Pull the chest up. Make it available. Don't fight with your heart. Don't assault your heart. Exhale. Round the spine, and it's okay to protect your heart. Chin down. Breathing in, pulling the chest up. Be kind. Exhale, round. Feel your own inner ability to offer, to be soft, to be fluid. Feel the state of change that's going on. Maybe on each movement, The body is starting to move in a new way. Are we willing to accept ourselves growing and find that new space? Greet others when they're finding new spaces. Breathe. Don't force. There is no there, only here. I often hear people say, when am I going to get there? But when were we ever fully here? And left. Good. Little bit of twist, checking in. Ooh, feel your spinal column. Ooh, feel your arms and your shoulders. Are you wrenching and forcing? Let that love space come down. Let your root give you support. Also, give space and time for release of energy. Let's not always be going for more, more, more. We do need to let stuff settle. That is its own action, the releasing. And when you're ready, sitting up, breath in. Exhale, revolving, revolving, revolving. We're starting to notice that I tend to teach a lot of twisting. Number one, it gives us a lot of balance. Number two, it really helps us feel out the energies, both energies of the yin and the yang that are working together, rather than being one-sided and very forceful. So explore your relationship with twisting. Breathe in, exhale, come forward. You can make your home practice all sorts of twisting, standing twisting, seated twistings, reclining twistings, how calm we are in our twisting, noticing the point at which something changes in our twist, how patient we are within that, or how impatient we are. Feel your breath. We're breathing not just for ourselves. We're breathing an intention of union with one another, of patience with one another, of a desire for collaboration and understanding of one another, and rolling that spine out. All right, I just really wanted to get into some hips and move in a gentle, mindful way. The grounded postures where automatically more body weight is already on the ground. And so a little bit more active now, getting a little bit of heat, a little bit more mobility, a little bit of churn. So I'm going to come to the knees. We'll eventually come up to standing, and then we'll bring ourselves back down. That tends to be the way in which I'll work a sequence, either working from the ground up to back down, or starting standing, which is often way more accessible for some of us, to just start standing, move in the standing postures in any way that you wish. It could be very simple, 2 or 3 postures. You don't have to come up with complex sequences, and then making our way down. So let's come to hands and knees if your knees can stand it. Withstand it, that's probably a better choice. Perhaps bringing some blankets or extra cushioning. This is a padded flooring here, and then I have 2 yoga mats here, all right? So I am not on a hard surface. Be respectful of your joints. And there isn't a space in our practice where we should be like, well, my body should be able to be bone on bone on a hard surface. That's just crap right there. Start to look at maybe some of the lies we're telling ourselves and maybe soften that internal dialogue. I'm going to work the spinal column, dropping the belly down, pulling the chest up, and then drawing the navel up through the back of the spine. Feeling the entire spinal column that houses our nervous system. And feel the entire network of that central nervous system, that cord inside of our vertebrae. Giving it as much fluidity and range of movement to transmit all of the messages from our brain stem all the way down to the tailbone. Free and easy communication. From stem to stern. Feel that as an intention. Asking the lowest part of your bodies to communicate up into your mind, and letting your intention in your mind come all the way down, traveling through your whole body. And we'll come to center. I'm just going to twist the chest to the right. You choose the direction. This is where I'm starting. Now notice here, it's easy to start to push the butt back while we're here. So could you keep your chest over that hand? This hand could always rest at your hip. Be aware of when there is strain going on and try to eliminate it. Back off of it. We're not seeking that no pain, no gain. And just feel whatever's moving. Let breath move freely and easily in your body. Let energy, however it is you're detecting it, move throughout the body. I'm going to bring the right hand down and twist. Oh, and I'm feeling the release in that left arm, right? Of the work that it did to hold me. I'm trying not to strain in my belly, letting the coiling of the spiral of the twist go from the low back through the mid back. Remember that whole central nervous system of the spinal column. Feel the organs relaxing in your abdominal cavity. And release. How aware are we on a day-to-day basis of the organs in our spinal cavity? I'm going to step my right foot up. Left hand down, twist. Maybe we're feeling a little bit of stretching, a little bit differently from the twist we just did. Bringing that hand down, stepping, feel the work it took to lift your own leg. Stepping that back, and then lifting and placing. Did we stomp that foot, or did we place it down with loving intention? Love to reflect on how I move in my body in yoga, and notice what it means about how I move in the world, in my body. Twist. So do I stomp and crash about? Or do I actually take some thoughtful steps in life? Do I rush, kind of like pinching my nose through some experiences and encounters? Or am I being more deliberate and patient about it? And bring that hand down. Let's see about lifting that foot first, stepping that back. And now, if your knees will accept it, we'll come to child's pose. I'm going to sink my hips back toward the heels. I have my knees a little bit wide here to let the belly have some space. You might feel some stretching. It might feel good on the low back. But this might be too much compression for some of our knees. So child's pose, for those of you who have some knee issues, some degeneration, maybe some surgeries, you could come up to standing and just stand and forward fold and wait because we're about to come up. If you're in the child's pose, you can just see about letting go. I'm hoping that as I'm trying to share levels and ways of practicing, that I'm giving equal due, not only to activation in our bodies, but release and surrender in our bodies. Equal balance, the yin and the yang of energy. And let's not be overly in one, excessive in one. And maybe reflect. Are we overly excessive in our actions off the mat, in our thoughts, in our emotions? Do we not really know how to release and surrender? Or do we harbor a grudge? I'm really working on it. Let's go ahead and lengthen the arms out. Coming forward to hands and knees. Palms are shoulder width apart. Start to try to gauge how wide apart are my shoulders. My shoulders, not what I think other people's shoulders are. tucking the toes under, and see about straightening the legs a little. I'm going to keep the knees bent and push the butt up and rock it down and up, working the low back, maybe shaking the head yes or no. And then maybe you're like, well, what is that? Is that down dog? She's doing it wrong. No, I'm just moving in my body, and I've stopped kind of midway, and I'm feeling. Can I give myself permission to move in my frame on my own? Creation and expression. I'm going to bring the left knee down, step the right foot up, step the left foot up. Spread the toes. Soften into how we're gripping in our foundation. How we hold on to the things that we think we know. Are we willing to change how we stand, what we stand on? Are we willing to change our thoughts, our opinions, the things we thought we knew? Letting the top of the head come down toward the floor. Grounding in a faith that it's going to be okay. Feel where you are right now. Am I okay? Ask yourselves, am I stable? Am I all right? I think I'm all right. You could bend the knees a little. What power do you have to change right now to make yourselves know that you're all right? But I love the wiggling and softening of the toes and the softening of the feet to remind me I don't have to grip in this world. I don't have to grip in my body. I certainly don't need to grip around other people for the way that they express themselves. And we'll gradually roll the spine up. Arriving standing first time on our mat today. Let your gaze kind of go around the room. Eyelids heavy. How do you want to see the world? Where do you want to bring your vision? Do you want to be intense and lasery and squinty? Or do you want to have your eyes relaxed and soft? Check your jaw, your tongue. Turning the neck left and right. Maybe some neck rotations. Being fluid in how we speak and in how we hear. Noticing how we've carried tension, resisting around information as it has come toward us. What information we have allowed in. Maybe stuff that we have allowed too much of. Change direction and feel this fluidity. Let it in. Saying I can change and I can control and set boundaries. For how information is coming toward me. The kinds of information. The kinds of voicings and vocalizations. I can hear things differently. I can say things differently. If you wish, a single Om. Deep breath in. And a new tone. So just say it in a whole new tone. Being willing to, okay, am I really willing to vocalize in a new way? And one more. Let's breathe in and stretch, reach, discover new space within you. Surprise yourself at how much you can lengthen without strain, and then forward fold, let the upper body go. Breathe in and lift the chest up. Exhale, I'm going to plant the palms, stepping back to hands and knees plank. If you wish and you know that you can sustain an elongated plank, go ahead and lower down. Feel the amount of strength your body wants to give you and love whatever it is you're feeling. Breathe in and lift your chest. Kindness, fill up your belly and your organs with breath. Exhale, come on back to down dog, puppy dog, whatever kind of dog you want to do. Maybe pedal those heels. Feel activation within you. Feel yourselves putting energy for others too. We want to charge ourselves up so we can be there and be of service. Be strong, be flexible. Bringing that right knee down, stepping that left foot up, stepping the right foot up. Feeling yourselves, apply yourselves. Rolling your spine up. Not doing something perfectly, not going for a look, just feeling application. Breathing in. Let's reach. Exhale. Going with that flow. Maybe making a sound. Breathing in and exhale. Good. And up. Bending the knees. Pulling the butt back. Have your seat. How deep does your seat need to be? You choose. Check in. Are you in the left leg more than the right leg? Push, push, feel it, and then see if you can feel out a nice balanced way to be. Soften the toes, remembering to kind of not grip in our ground. We got to trust our root. We don't want to grip in the ground. Gripping and clenching, that doesn't display trust. And bringing ourselves up. Let's split and twist. Twisting with a wide open heart. And back up and twisting with a wide open heart on this side. And are we all right when we notice that from side to side? Maybe we can't open our heart in the same way. You know, it might be like from day to day. Breathe in, come back up. Hands to prayer, right? Some days we can greet the world with an open heart a little bit more freely than other days. We can lift that right leg, whoop. I'm gonna step it back, maybe take a few steps, spinning that foot flat, aiming those two toes forward, and bending and straightening. Just feeling application and activation. Just activating. We're not going for a burn. We're here to feel. Feel this nervous system working. Feel our organs and our circulatory system working. And then we're feeling our intention, our mental and spiritual space. Where are you? What are you intending? And how are you living that intention right here, right now in your body, in your breath, in your mindset? And that intention, you know, it could be serious and it still has joy, right? Because why not share the joy in it? All right, we're going to bend this front knee. I'm going to step this foot up. See how much grace and joy I got. What? Let's breathe in and take it forward. You check in with how you are encountering your root in the feet, ankles, thighs, shins. Unrolling the spine up. Remember the releasing. How empty can you be when you can be? So when there are spaces of movement that you could be softer, would you take it? Or do we see application as always meaning aggressive? All right, I'm going to lift my left leg. See how this side is. And I'm going to step this out. I'm going to go ahead and stay on this side with my back to you. Now remember, that could have been gradual. That could have been step, step, step. That can be your way. And you could also be learning, saying, I want to see about that kind of poise and composure. So maybe it comes back a little halfway and halfway. All right, so feel your way. Don't get stuck in our thinking that things always have to be static. Because guess what? Everything is constantly changing. And let's flow. All right, so hands. Maybe you give yourself a little hug up here. Maybe you just say, I'm going to have myself a hug while I'm staying in this application. Maybe you're wrapping around behind you. Try not to let this knee go past the heel. Respect the body and its alignment for its best health and balance. right? Not excessive and not deficient in any one space. Maybe let those arms flow. Check in on your eyes, your jaw. Remember that release, that relax with our intention. Can we apply and still have a level of chill? Chill doesn't mean disengage, right? So where's that balance, that ease? Ease, not easy. All right, because none of this is easy. Being there within ourselves isn't easy. Being there for others isn't easy, but we can ease around it. Ready? Let's step. You could take 1, 2, maybe 1, 2, 3 steps up. And let's breathe in. Good. And take it forward. I'm going to walk my hands forward. I'm just going to work just a little bit on a space that may feel like it's a different way of being in our bodies. And just what does that feel like and how do we encounter it? Do we encounter it with an aggressive mind, an impatient and critical mind? Or can we right now stay connected to, okay, nope, I'm wishing love and joy for myself. Heck yeah, for myself. And I think I'm still wishing love and joy for everybody else. Everybody. Unconditional. I mean it. Every single body. All right, right hand down, maybe on a block or a chair. And we'll twist the left hand. Maybe bring that left hand to your back. And notice what's really tense in the body that's really finding a stop point or a resistance. We've really got to respect that resistance. So now find the ease around those resistances. Maybe it's in the backs of the legs. Maybe it's in that right arm. Maybe it's in your breath. And then I'm going to bend my right knee and pull it up into my chest. Notice your mind. You're not trying to perfect. Laugh. Maybe that right foot just dangles on the floor. You can lift the knee and still keep the foot low. Find your way. Some of you are starting to extend the right leg up and back. And then when we're here, who are we? Are we the same person? I think we're the same person. Do you still have that intention? And you're like, what intention? Oh yeah, that love and joy and peace one. Right. Now bring the right knee behind your left knee joint. What? Bending both knees. What? Are you the same person? Are you still breathing? Are you still wishing love and joy? Straighten the left leg. Straighten the right leg. Breath. Bringing that right leg down. Releasing that left hand. And let's come down to the tippy toes. So we're grounded. Look around, make sure, okay, I'm still alive. The world is still spinning on its axis. And I think I still intend love and kindness and joy. How's the body? Is the body like, yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling your love. We overstrained over here, over there. All right, so let's send some release, some kindness. Maybe make up for it, all right? And then we'll find the other side. Now we kind of know where we're going. Let's try to let go of an expectation, right? I was talking with some friends earlier today about the difference between hope and forecasting and projecting the way we want things to be, all right? And hope, it's just that love. Can we just forecast the love, but not set any set structure on the way things need to be? Because that won't be accepting what really is happening. So let's step into what's about to happen, and with all of that same intention of love, even though you think you kind of know where we're going now. Get out of our head. All right, so we're going to come to standing. Maybe shake those feet out. Oh, remind yourself why you came to your mat. Feel yourself breathing with others, breathing for others. Slow down. There's no rush. There's nowhere to get to other than here. And look, we already missed it because now that here is already gone. All right, left hand down, twisting, feeling our way. And you could just stay right here and call this good and say, hey, this is my contribution to the cause, because maybe you're feeling more than enough. Remember what I said about excess and deficiency. Breathe, and then maybe just peel the left heel off the floor. Ooh, how much work? Where's that resistance? Right leg, left arm. Maybe you lift your left knee up. Ooh, feel yourself applying, saying, okay, I'm going to put some energy toward this. The doing, the application. And then where's the acceptance of what your body can actually sustain? Do you back off of however much juice you're putting in it? Where's your breath? Stop thinking. Stop it. And then if you want, we'll straighten the left leg. Maybe you try it like halfway and go, ooh, I'm coming back. That's cool too, because you put some energy towards something and you learned something. What did you learn? And if you didn't, if you missed it, do it again. Just straighten it a little and bring it back. Whew, what did I learn? Maybe all we learned is just how much energy we have to give, that we can still be here and sustain. That's cool. That's a good thing to know. Maybe we're learning, oh, hey, wait a minute, I can calm down. What? I could calm down and still be here? And I'm still me. What? All right, now maybe, don't think about it, left knee behind right knee, bending those knees. Whoop, whoop, falling. And resetting and twisting and still being chilled out about it. And guess what? I'm still me. Where's your breath? Where's your intention? And maybe your intention is like, I need to get out. Get out! I'm going to uncoil first, straightening, twisting. I'm going to bring that left leg down. Ooh. And release. Ah. I'm going to plant the palms and step back to hands and knees. I'm going to go for a dolphin here. Some of you may prefer to just go to downward facing dog. So if you want to go to downward facing dog, go right ahead. Otherwise, I'm bringing the forearms down parallel, because I want to work my shoulders and my neck. I want to feel myself being supported in my voice, supported in how I communicate and how I listen. So I'm going to tuck my toes, lift the hips up, drop the head down, keep the forearms down, and feel all of the resistance to new ways of expression and support. And I'm going to use the breath to encourage ease. And I'm going to accept whatever amount of ease, because right now I'm not feeling a lot of ease. I'm feeling a lot of struggle. And I got to just feel that. I got to feel, what does struggle feel like? And then not beat myself up with the struggle or about the struggle. Breath in. Breath out. When you need to come down, come down. Try not to have the head on the floor. Where's space in the shoulder joints, in the rib cage? Or does it all feel tight and clenchy? Knees coming down. Let's come down to lying down on our backs. We're going to start to close ourselves, bringing that energy down after that standing asana sequence that was more activating, and really feel a lot of the releasing. But while we're down and things start to calm, we also start to feel the vibrancy of energy of life in a different way in that calm setting, knowing that there still is vibrant power within us, even in our stillness, okay? So nothingness never is truly nothingness. It harbors our inner power. I'm going to walk the feet in toward the butt. Separate the knees a few inches apart. Lift your chin a little bit away from the chest, allowing your head to rest. Push down through the feet and start to ask the hips to lift. Don't strain. Stop before you feel the body straining. Soften in between both shoulder blades. Let's slowly lower the spine all the way down. We'll invite the knees into the chest once again without using the hands. Now relax as many muscles as you can in the body. Let the inner thighs relax. Just feel your body being held by the earth. Let your breath flow. And we'll straighten the legs up toward the ceiling. Bring the arms behind the thighs, maybe behind the knees, but see if you can keep the legs straight. Perhaps some of you are bringing your hands up behind the calves or the ankles. Legs straight. Flex the toes to the face. Soften your shoulders. If you need to have a soft give in the knees, do so. Find the ease. Find the non-effort, but feel the undeniable vibrancy of life. That prana energy coursing through you. Feel that compression in your gut. Maybe being a little folded, being a little compressed. How does that affect us on an individual level? How does that affect us on a collective level? Building some empathy and softening rather than tensing around one another. Only if it sounds like a good idea, you can pull the legs toward your face, peeling your low back off the floor. Keep the mid back on the floor, letting the hips sink heavy. Breathe in, breathe out. Let the hips sag. Arms are giving the legs the support so that your back can sag. And let your back breathe. We don't need to struggle here, but we may be feeling something with intensity. How do we soften around the intensity and use the body as the practice ground? And we'll lower the hips down. Lengthen the legs out toward the front of the mat, getting ready for Shavasana. If you'd like to put a blanket or pillows under your knees or on your body for warmth, go right ahead. Adjust your shoulders, your arms, your legs for comfort. Feel your body lying on this spot, on the map, on the continent, on the globe. Now see countless others on different spots on the map, on different continents, on the globe. Looking up to what's above us, what's out there and beyond our understanding. Breathe together. Breathe into all the parts that are the same within us. Physically, dream-wise, spirit-wise. Breathe that union. Breathe that commitment to our connection. And slowly, eventually, some gentle movements. Feel the body, feel your breath, feel your perspective. And we'll bring ourselves upright. Sitting any way you wish, maybe in a chair, maybe with your back against a wall. And I'll bring one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. Press as much of the air out of you as you can. Maybe don't do this breath exercise if you have any trauma triggers around breath suppression. And let's breathe in about a third of the way and hold. Breathe in more from here and hold. Breathe in the remainder that you can and hold. Keep holding and feel your capacity. Feel your containment. Feel your calm, feel your heartbeat. Now slowly let a third of that just ease out of your lungs and hold. Feel that release of that deep decrease of pressure. Another third and hold. And the remaining third, press it all out and hold. Keep holding and feel who you are in this compressed, quote-unquote, emptiness, but feel the vibrancy beneath you and remain calm. Breathe in a third. Did we gulp it? Were we in a hurry? Another third. Now take in that last third and make more space. Find capacity and hold. Maybe you're surprised. Maybe you're finding capacity you never even knew you had. Breathe out a third and hold. And a third. Hold. Keep holding what's going on in your mind, your worries, your thoughts, what's going on in your body. Can you stay calm? Press it all out, all of it, and hold. Do we know what empty is? Do we know how much power still resides within us? Our capacity. A different capacity. One more time. A third, breathe in and hold. A third, breathe in and hold. and fill yourselves up. Breathe in and hold. A third, release and hold. Keep holding. Feel your body. Are you at ease? Did something shrug up? Did something tense? Another third, release and hold. And exhale the rest. Press it all out. Express your lungs and hold. Natural breath. How are you taking in and experiencing these breaths? What's feeling brightened and alive and grounded and rooted and sure and strong? What are you feeling? What have you discovered and practiced in your capacity, in your limitation, and the ease that you can carry, and your intention for others? Hands to the heart center. All of the love, light, and kindness within me is but a reflection of the love, light, and kindness in you. When you're in that space in you, and I'm in that space in me, we are one. May we all find a commitment to that for ourselves and for others. And that is Namaste. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga. This has been our inauguration home yoga practice live. Peace, love, be well. Send out all of that joy, that flexibility, and new ways of learning how to be strong in ease within ourselves. Thank you so much. Go forth and enjoy the day and do good things. Peace, everybody.